Jackson sliding up, throwing in zone, incomplete. Flowers was wide open.
That's two open players that he had a shot for and just missed.
Brown and Alexander matched up. Oh, Hurts fumbles the snap. Green Bay's right there. They jump on it. 2 turnovers in this opening quarter from Jalen Hurts. It looks like tush push it'll be on 3rd and goal. Hurts, oh, he fumbled the snap and Barkley has to jump on it. And more exchange issues with a new center, Cam Jurgens.
3rd down and 6. Here they come. Gordon's coming. Levis gets wrapped up. Flakes it ahead. It's picked off. Tyreek Stevenson will give the Bears the lead on another defensive play.
First down ball came out of his hand. That is a fumble. And it is scooped up. No. Now it's picked up. Still on his feet is Mack. And Khalil Mack to the 11-yard line.
We could tell we were right down the line right here. I think the percentage.
Bayless Jones. Oh, this has been a problem for him in his career. And that one was coming right to Tennessee. Let's see what the ruling is. It is Titans ball. And the problems that have haunted. Olamide Zaccheaus in motion. Daniels behind Robinson. Backwards pass, and Robinson will tip it out of bounds.
He's yet to have a catch. Play action from Rodgers again. Pressure off the edge, and the pass is broken up and now picked off. Intercepted by Flanagan Fowles after the tip by Lenore.
2nd and 2. Stroud kind of.
I don't want to. Oh, it's too late.
Probably a good decision, too. There was a guy
on the back. 1st and 10. ETN, big block in there by Robinson.
Oh, the ball came out.
It did. Kohou jumps on it. Miami's defense will hold.
The corner. Motion man Hudson. The throw caught. Hudson lost the ball. Looked like a touchdown. Instead, it's a turnover. What a turn of events.
And miscommunication there in the timing. It deflected off of the motion man, and T.J. Watt's on top of it.
On for the punt return. He muffs it. Football is still loose. Who's got it? Inside the 10. Wow. And it's Denver football.
Comes out of the route at the top. He kind of just throttles it down, and there wasn't a whole lot there, but it was a missed opportunity after that drop, but good for the.
Maybe he had a little jitters right there as he comes out, catches this ball. These two.
Great route, double move. Stops the defender's feet, and he's got it.
AC. It's Mahomes under pressure, stepped up, deflected, and Mahomes caught it. And it's just going to be a gain of a yard.
Got bumped around a little bit and tried to figure out what to do with that one and just lost his footing.
No doubt. Because that gives him the ball at the 45-yard line and maybe
trying to figure out, where to get the football. So 1001, 1002. Okay, I need to get downfield and get a block. But the ball's just late coming out because of the pressure that was there.
Live in the pattern for Williams. Slings it, looking for more. Pumped into the air. It is caught by Odunze. He lost the ball, and then it's recovered by Chicago. Empty backfield on 3rd and 3. Commanders rush 4. Mayfield targeting the sideline off the fingertips of Jalen McMillan.
Jackson chased by Chanel, throws it. Got it. He was outside the tackle box, got it past one.
Yeah, this is one that maybe Kelsey makes, but running backs generally don't. You almost want to stop him.
Heads in the backfield.
Williams under pressure. That is a big man chasing him. And Williams unable to get away from Sebastian Joseph Day.
The jumbo screen, he knows he just got away with one. He just hit Dante Jackson in the face with that curl route.
To a groin injury. Oh, fumble! Lost the handle. unable to bring it in right through the wickets.
Stonehouse with pressure, a block. It's scooped up by the Bears. Back the other way. Jonathan Owens, touchdown Chicago.
It's a good route, it's good timing, and he just can't keep his balance and unable to come down with the football.
Good read by Kyler, a really good throw. Make the catch. You know you're going to get hit, Ross.
He's looking at Ridley. Now the pressure gets there, and Levis kind of flings it ahead. That ball is loose and live. Now
I think they're calling it a throw.
I think they're going to say incompletion.
Taylor Rapp staying with him. There was a little
in the open field as a runner.
It is a fumbled snap, and boy, oh boy, ominous sign.
T.J. Watt onto the tackle. We'll come back to that here.
Hurts, pumps, and just fires to the sideline. Dangerous. Keyshawn Nixon. Play action for Love. Slips again. Just has to get rid of it. Oh, it's nearly picked off.
Wow.
Nakobe Dean had a beat on that football, and he would have scored.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs.
Breakers as the Panthers are punting it away. Cedric Wilson with a chance to return, and he has trouble with that. And let's see if the Panthers are on it at the 45-yard line of the Saints.
Line drive, and it will be taken. Washington will grab it.
Oh,
he fumbled the ball! Miami's got it! Miami's got it!
They got there a little bit early.
Howden comes low. Well, I think that ball was out before he actually touched the ground.
Was a little bit behind him, but still, that's one you have to catch.
Pressure here, and they come up with a big play, and now a block. Punt was blocked by Alubi. Shegu Alubi came in and blocked.
Jalen Jones is maybe flashing of his arm, maybe disrupted the vision there of Nico Collins.
Any type of a spark to get this offense unlocked. He doesn't think it was a bad play call there. The ball just got tipped going through the line. So he's going to rely on Joe Burrow and crew again.
A little bit of a wobbler.
But did you see where his head was going?
In the preseason, he was dancing a little bit too much. He's a 5'11", 230-pound back, and he made a poster that had Barry Sanders with Reynolds. Well, listen, you see on the last play, both players kind of slipped down, but back inside. But again, you know,
two officials deep on a regular 1st and 10 or short to a line to gain type of play. I can read Danny's lips here, and he's telling him, I'm not leaving. I'm staying. He wants to stay. He doesn't want to miss a play.
Wait a minute.
But if they would happen to go to 6.
You can read it. You can read his lips.
I'm a lip
He's
reader
like,
too, guys. I'm sorry.
He's like,
we got to do a little lip
smokes.
reading here every once in a while in the ref studio.
You see him wait? He was wagging his finger.